Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen, and in this segment we're going to talk about how to prune neglected apple trees. Now, if you've bought property or live on property that's been homesteaded a long time ago, or if you've got property where you have old trees on it, then you probably have some apple trees that have been neglected. And I have a lot of trees on my property that haven't been maintained in years and years and years. And a lot of them are still producing fruit. So there is hope for those trees, and there is a chance that they will keep producing for many years to come. But there's an easy way to prune them, and let's talk about it. So this tree right here hasn't been pruned much, you can tell. It's just kind of got a Medusa look to it. And when you're pruning, never prune more than 1/3 of it off at a time. You don't want it to be cut back all the way, because then it might just die or you'll never get fruit on it again because it'll take years to grow. So the trick is to prune it back 1/3 and then 1/3 the next year. And you want to cut out all the little side branches and just leave some main branches. You don't want it to be too bushy. And you just want to trim it back and make it more circular instead of more of a Medusa looking plant. And that way it'll produce lots of fruit next year as well. Even if you don't prune your neglected trees, a lot of times they'll produce fruit anyway. But it's always good to prune 1/3 every year. That way they'll fill in very much for the next year. And make sure to remember that trees like apple trees will only produce fruits for a certain amount of years. So your neglected apple trees might just have passed their prime and they will never produce fruit again just because they're old. And if that's the case, chop them down and put in some fresh young trees. And that way you can have apples again in about 3 to 5 years.